Hello and welcome to our video where we will be discussing the recent $4.65 billion purchase of the Denver Broncos NFL team by a group led by Walmart heir Rob Walton and the top 10 most influential billionaire heirs that are worth over $250 billion USD. This deal has made headlines as it is the most expensive sports team purchase in history and has put the typically low-profile Walton in the spotlight. Last week, shockwaves ran through the sports world when a group led by Walmart heir Rob Walton won the bidding war for the Denver Broncos NFL team with a $4.65 billion offer. His eye-popping sum made the deal the most expensive sports team purchase in history and turned the spotlight on the man at the center of it all, the typically low-profile Walton. The eldest son of Walmart founder Sam Walton, Rob inherited his fortune and served as Walmart's chairman for 23 years. With a net worth of $57.2 billion, he is the 15th richest person in America and the 5th richest U.S. heir. Walmart, founded by Sam and his brother James Bud Walton in 1962, is still the country's largest retailer, and about half of it is still owned by members of the Walton family. 7 of the family members have fortunes of $10 billion or more, including Sam Walton's 3 living children, Rob, Jim and Alice, and grandson Lucas. Tremendous family wealth is a hallmark of Forbes' list of the country's richest people, though many billionaire heirs hail from just a handful of companies. Companies like agriculture giant Cargill, the largest private company in the country, and Wisconsin-based cleaning products manufacturer S.C. Johnson. Known for brands like Windex, Often Pledge, and Mars, the candy and pet food empire started by Frank Mars in 1911 have seen success trickling down the generations. Some of these heirs took control of businesses they inherited and transformed them. Charles Koch and his 3 brothers inherited most of a vastly smaller Koch Industries when their father, Fred, died in 1967. Charles has run the company since the death of his father, orchestrating the $13 billion acquisition of Georgia Pacific in 2005 and the estimated $13 billion purchase of cloud software firm Infor in 2020, among others. Charles Koch appeared on the first Forbes 400 list of richest Americans in 1982 with a net worth of $266 million. Forbes now pegs his fortune at just under $60 billion. Rupert Murdoch inherited 2 Australian newspapers when his father died, and with those started a media empire that has grown to include Fox News, arguably the most influential cable TV network in the U.S. Together, the country's 20 richest billionaire heirs are worth $568 billion, which is about 13.5% of the $4.2 trillion in wealth of all 701 U.S. billionaires, according to Forbes estimates. This just goes to show how much power and influence these families and companies have in shaping the economy and the country as a whole. Here are some of these billionaires. The first, Charles Koch, worth $59.6 billion. Charles Koch inherited Koch Industries from his father Fred, who founded it in 1940 as an oil and refinery company. Charles and his late brother David grew the company into the 2nd largest private company in the U.S. with an estimated $115 billion in revenues, diversifying into pipelines, chemicals, Dixie cups, and more recently cloud software. Koch is a staunch libertarian and donates generously to Republican political candidates. Second, Jim Walton, worth $52.8 billion. Jim Walton is the youngest son of Walmart founder Sam Walton. He inherited his fortune and serves as the CEO of Arbest Bank, a subsidiary of Walmart. Third, Alice Walton, worth $52.4 billion. Alice Walton is the daughter of Walmart founder Sam Walton. She is known for her philanthropy and is the founder of the Crystal Bridges Museum of American Art in Bentonville, Arkansas. Fourth, Rob Walton, worth $51.8 billion. Rob Walton is the eldest son of Walmart founder Sam Walton. He inherited his fortune and served as Walmart's chairman for 23 years. He recently made headlines for leading a group that won the bidding war for the Denver Broncos NFL team with a $4.65 billion offer, making it the most expensive sports team purchase in history. Fifth, Mukesh Ambani, worth $84.5 billion. Mukesh Ambani is the chairman and largest shareholder of Reliance Industries, a conglomerate in India. He inherited the company from his father and has grown it into one of the largest and most profitable companies in India. Sixth, Larry Ellison, worth $85 billion. Larry Ellison is the co-founder and former CEO of Oracle Corporation. He inherited the company from his co-founders and has grown it into one of the largest software companies in the world. Seventh, Larry Page, worth $75 billion. Larry Page is the co-founder of Google. He inherited the company from his co-founders and has grown it into one of the most successful and valuable companies in the world. Eighth, Sergey Brin, worth $74 billion. Sergey Brin is the co-founder of Google. He inherited the company from his co-founders and has grown it into one of the most successful and valuable companies in the world. 9th, Mark Zuckerberg, worth $96 billion. Mark Zuckerberg is the co-founder and CEO of Facebook. He inherited the company from his co-founders and has grown it into one of the most successful and valuable companies in the world. 10th, Steve Ballmer, worth $62 billion. Steve Ballmer is the former CEO of Microsoft. He inherited the company from his co-founders and has grown it into one of the most successful and valuable companies in the world. In conclusion, the sports world was shocked last week when Walmart heir Rob Walton and his group won the bidding war for the Denver Broncos NFL team with a record-breaking $4.65 billion offer. This event has brought attention to the Walton family, who, along with a select few other families and companies, have passed down their wealth and success through the generations. The 20 richest billionaire heirs in the country, including the Koch brothers, the Morse family, and the Walton family, have a combined net worth of $568 billion, making up a significant portion of the wealth of all billionaires in the U.S. It's fascinating to see how these families have built, maintained, and grown their empires, and it will be interesting to see how they continue to shape the world in the future. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more updates on the world's wealthiest individuals.